Every week on Taste Like Home, I travel to places in Ireland to discover a family recipe. I'm here in Clonegal, Co.Carlow, and I'm about to meet Sheila Kirwan. I have a crazy array of ingredients. I've oatmeal, leeks, potatoes, you name it, I've got it. What's all this about? Let's go find out.
Hello, Catherine. You're very welcome. Come in.
When you're living abroad, there's always something that reminds you of home. A piece of music, a smell, a familiar voice, a special meal. Taste Like Home is all about learning these family recipes and helping your loved ones recreate them wherever they are. I'm looking forward to finding out about Sheila's family, where they live and what dish they really miss. Thank you so much for having me in your home.
Well, it's our pleasure to have you, Catherine.
So how many children are in the family?
4. We've 4 grown-up kiddies. They're quite grown up now, so...
Is everybody other than Mary Claire living close to you here?
Yes, within a 10-mile radius, yeah.
Oh, that's just bliss,
her family,
isn't it?
even my own siblings are close. This is her as a little one.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, she's so pretty and so stylish.
But she did Irish dancing as well, so we have some photos of that.
my
She still loves to dance. That's one thing I miss about her. We used to always dance around the kitchen. That's herself and Tom.
Oh, it's a beautiful photograph.
And that's just one of herself and myself on holidays in London.
She looks like a very happy person.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
she
meet
is.
her.
Yeah.
So she lives in
Thank you.
London?
Yes, yeah. On a boat.
What?
On a boat, just under Tower Bridge.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be very
herself and
exciting
Tom.
to see. What does she miss about home in
I
general?
think she misses the countryside anyway, because where she is central London. So, you know, there isn't much green grass or...
I can imagine that. She's
Yeah.
moving from this beautiful
Yeah.
scenic area
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
there's like so much space
Yeah.
to living on a houseboat. Is it just under Tower
Yes,
Bridge?
that's it. Tom is a meat eater, but Mary Claire is more vegetarian, so there's always a little issue there.
Probably not roast leg of lamb then, is it?
No.
Okay, break it to me gently. What does she miss?
Homemade brown bread and homemade leek and nettle soup.
Leek and
Nettle.
nettle soup.
Yeah, leek and nettle soup. But nettles are no problem in my garden. They grow everywhere, so you'll have a chance to pick some later.
I don't get on well with nettles. I'm just telling you now. I've had many situations on the family farm with nettles. So I'm cooking for Sheila's daughter, Mary Claire, and her husband, Tom, who live in London. And we're making a leek and nettle soup. But first, I have to pick some nettles. This is beautiful here.
Yeah.
It's a huge orchard.
It's a good size, yeah. We planted it about 15 years ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. We just take off the top bits.
Only the top, is
Yeah,
that
the
because
first-
it's more tender,
The
yeah?
top 5-6 centimetres, yeah. None of them are in flower yet, but if you had them in flower, you could use the flowers as a garnish.
Ah,
Yeah. But
as in you
this
can
one-
eat the flowers now, the
Oh,
flowers
you
won't
can.
sting you
No,
or anything?
no, they wouldn't. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've never used the flowers before.
Yeah. Just as a
Right.
garnish, yeah.
Go make soup
Yeah.
and brown bread.
First up, Sheila's brown bread. And if you want to cook this recipe or any of the recipes featured in the series, they're available online. This is your special brown bread.
Well, I think it's special. Yeah, it's quite nice. I hope anyway. Actually, my mother was quite a good bread maker, and she would have given me lots of tips over the years, you know.
Mix the wheaten meal flour, strong white flour. Add salt, baking powder and bread soda together. Add pinhead oatmeal, wheat germ, oat bran and wheat bran, and mix well, lifting up to incorporate air into the mixture. Mary Claire tried to make this already in London.
Yes, she has, but she's never made it in the round loaf form. Mary Claire would be more inclined to make it in the tin, but she says it never seems to work out for her in the tin.
Make a well in the centre and add most of the buttermilk. I
Yeah.
love your bowl. I bet you there's a bit of history in that.
That bowl is it's a long time going round. Joe bought it for me when we got married first.
You can see the buttermilk reacting already
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the bread soda.
Yeah. So that's it then. You just
Okay.
bring it all together.
Like need.
Yeah.
Cut across on the loaf and cook in a preheated oven for 40 minutes. Next up, it's Sheila's leek and nettle soup. Do we need to weigh the nettles?
No, 2 handfuls of nettles.
Handfuls? I
Yeah.
love it. Who's measuring the handfuls?
Yeah, well, with your gloves on.
All right, thank
Yeah.
you. Steep the nettles in salted water and then chop the leeks, potatoes and onions. To sauté the vegetables, heat olive oil and a knob of butter in a pot.
I usually just do the onion first and then the leek.
So to give the onion a head start?
Yeah.
For how long? Until it wilts down a little
Just
bit, is it?
until it gets a bit, the onion becomes kind of softened.
Then add the leeks and potato. Sweat over a low heat covered with greaseproof paper, stirring frequently, adding a little water if the vegetables become dry.
It's quick soup. You can have it on the table within half an hour, really.
When the vegetables are well sweated, add vegetable stock, bring to the boil and simmer for 15 minutes.
So this is about 2 handfuls.
Yeah, 2 handfuls, yeah.
And we'll just be guessing.
Cook for a further 5 to 7 minutes until the nettles are soft. Blend to your preferred consistency and season to taste.
Hi, Catherine. Some leek and nettle soup.
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
It doesn't have a particular smell. That's interesting.
No, it's mild flavoured.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try the soup. It's my
Yep.
first time having nettle soup.
Okay.
Oh, that's lovely. It's not particularly strong. I thought the nettles would bring a very intense flavour to it.
No, kind of balances with the leek.
Yeah, you really get the leeks. Then we did put in a lot of leek.
Yeah.
What would happen if I got the measurements wrong now when I'm in London with Mary Claire?
It's probably better to stick to less rather than more nettles, you know. So a handful, 2 handfuls max.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, there's a word of warning.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So have a slice of bread now.
That looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'll try it. That's a lovely texture. I like the oatmeal in it. It gives it
Do
a
you?
nice nutty texture, doesn't it?
It does actually, yeah.
Everybody has their own particular way of doing brown bread.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm becoming more nervous about trying to recreate your brown bread for Mary Claire than I am for the nettle soup, to tell you the honest truth. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
Are you happy with everything?
I'm happy, yeah, I'm happy. The soup turned out good.
Do you trust me with your recipe?
I do indeed, yeah.
I'm really looking forward to meeting Mary Claire and Tom and getting a flavour of their life in London.
Hi, Catherine. Hi, Mary Claire. Welcome. How are you? Thank you.
Hi, Catherine. Tom.
How are you, Tom? Oh my goodness. You live here? Yeah. My goodness, Mary Claire, this is a whole different world. Oh, it's a bit bumpy.
Yeah, it's a little unsteady, but it steadies out down here.
It is not at all what I expected. How many people would live down around here?
I think there's probably, is it 40?
It's about 40 boats, I think.
About 40, yeah.
Yeah.
We're right at the far end, so you've got a long walk and you can see all of the other boats as we pass through. Just hold on for this bit.
This is the worst bit, actually.
This part, is
yeah, it gets a lot more steady.
I'm glad you said that.
Where you live, if anything goes wrong, you do actually need help on a boat. We've been lucky enough to never have any issues, but
What
Proper
might go wrong,
issue.
just so that
like
I
a
kind
fire,
Okay.
sinking, real things, or a leak.
And like, Mary Claire, this is so different from your home back in Ireland. Like, you're seriously terra firma where you are.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny because you think that, but actually, to me, this is as close as it can be because of the gardens and stuff. And you'll see where we live. We have like a quince tree and stuff that you can kind of live outside as well as inside, which in London is a bit rare.
It is indeed.
Rather being up in an apartment or something where you're just kind of in a box. Makes it all a bit more exciting.
Yeah, actually, you're right. You do feel more like you're living almost in the countryside. I know you're living on the river, but you feel
more
you're
in
more
nature.
free. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get you. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
but it's huge. I never expected it to be so big, and I never expected the boats to be so big. That's beautiful. Have you grown up on boats, Tom?
No, not at all.
So this is new to
This
you
is new,
in
yeah.
that
So we,
sense?
5 years ago, moved on, and we haven't really looked back since. But we would say we want to live on a boat for life now.
Yeah.
It's just
No.
It's a good.
It's a lifestyle, I
Place to
think,
live
isn't
here.
it? You know,
It is, yeah.
Unless it was a sailing boat in the Caribbean.
That's what I'd say that, yeah.
Bit different, but when I'm
we'd all say
70.
yes to that.
Yeah.
But you've got all those iconic buildings, all the modern buildings, and then the antiquity of Tower Bridge. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning.
It's quite different to your view out of your kitchen at home.
Yeah.
It certainly feels very free here, doesn't it? You feel almost a slight element of escapism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think?
very
Yeah.
much so, yeah.
Yeah.
And when you come through that gate, you know, you've kind of got the road and you come through and you step through onto the wobbly bridge and then you kind of make your way to here. You suddenly
Yeah.
like, you do feel a bit disconnected, which is quite nice in a way.
And
But actually
in-
living right in the centre.
Yeah, exactly.
In the summer, you just kind of live outside. You live out here We have barbecues. We sit out here at night when it's really warm.
Yeah.
So you kind of live outside, inside. It's like
Speaking
permanent
of
camping.
barbecues and cooking, camping, what are the kitchen facilities like? This is because I have to cook a dinner for you.
Oh,
Well, let's go in anyway and see.
Well, I'll follow you.
after you.
This is the kitchen.
Ooh. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. And well kitted out.
Yeah,
I'll
we're
probably
ready for you.
Serves us well.
There's quite a movement in the boat, isn't there? So
Yeah.
there I'm hanging on here.
Yeah.
You
You naturally kind of hold
later.
on.
I'm just like, okay. I'll be
Yeah.
cooking with one hand.
Yeah, so when you are cooking, it's going to be a bit more rocky.
Well, I actually don't have sea legs at all. I should have told you that before I came, shouldn't I?
I think let's maybe go explore the area and see what's around
It'd be fabulous.
to save
Yeah.
your sea legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Tom, we'll see you at the market.
Sure.
I'm going to bring ketchup.
See you later.
Okay.
Have a good day.
For Mary Claire, living in the heart of the city is a long way from her country roots in County Carlow. But keeping true to her rural upbringing is possible, even amongst London's rooftops.
So this is Modern Foodie London, Camilla. I mean, we are here at St. Ermin's B&B Hotel. I mean, what a clever name.
Yeah.
What's it all about?
Basically, the hotel's very keen on sustainability, so they wanted to have their own bees and produce their own honey and even use the honey in cocktails. So we tried it out here and they've settled in and they're flying all over the place, you know, to Buckingham Palace and James Park, and they're coming in collecting nectar for us. So.
And do you produce much?
Yeah, so each hive can produce anything between 20 to 80 pounds of honey depending on the year. You get a particular type of honey in the summer in London, and I think the honey you'll get now has a minty sort of taste from the lime flowers. So is it minty?
Really minty.
That's lime trees in the streets. So lime trees are really important to bees in London because they produce this, you know, loads and loads of flowers, and it's great for bees. Trees in London keep bees going. It's so important.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it amazing?
Really minty.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Ah, good.
Yeah,
Great.
it's very distinctive actually.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
say you've never had anything like that before, for sure.
Use a little bit of smoke front entrance, not too much.
Yeah.
You're just sending a message. And what smoke does is it's, in the wild, they used to, well they still do sometimes, live in hollow trees. So when they smell smoke, they think there might be a fire in the wood or something like that. So they eat a little bit of honey in case they need to move. And while they're doing that, you can have a look inside safely, basically.
Okay. All right.
So, take that off there.
Whoa. All right.
So you can see here they're starting
Whoa.
to make their stores. That's nectar, and then that's when it's sealed, it's honey. You
And what
use
happens
this
when the
item.
queen goes? You
Yeah.
have to. Do you have to find a new queen, or
Yeah,
do they
well,
find one and invite her
yeah.
in?
All you need is an egg, and that word royal jelly is the type of stuff they feed eggs to make them into queens. So they feed them royal jelly, and they make a sort of peanut-like thing, which is a queen cell, to replace a queen. If they don't do it in time, then you can actually buy a queen. They send it to you in the post nowadays. I got one off my postman the other day, and she was like terrified of it. Little package. But it comes in a little queen cage, which is like with holes in it, so that you put it in, and they get used to her pheromone, and then they'll accept her. But if you put her straight in, they don't recognise her smell. So, and there's a little candy block, and they eat through that. Let the queen out, and then usually they'll accept her.
Okay.
So if you've got a grumpy colony, you change the queen, and that will change their whole personality after a few months when that queen's, you know, laid her eggs and the next generations come out. So, yeah.
Whoa.
Like
so
Irish mammies. No, I'm joking.
if you want to try and hold this, you're welcome to have a go. You need to hold it from here though.
There you go.
So hold that, there you go. Well done, that's really brave. That's it, okay? You could just hold it up and have a look at it. You sort of hold it over the...
Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm intruding on their lifestyle a little. They're just, I mean, they're ignoring the fact that I'm here. They're just going about their daily business.
Yeah, they are.
How many would you say is here? What about
So-
500?
On each side it's about 1,000 odd.
Whoa.
Really?
So, yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what? At this trip to London, I'm conquering two fears. One, the fear of water, and the other's the fear of bees.
No, you're
I'm not
telling
doing
me.
bad.
I
Honestly.
mean, I started looking after bees. I was terrified of them. but actually you just get to respect them. They work so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so selfless. It's amazing, really.
But that was brilliant, but not a nettle in sight.
I know, that's a bit of a problem here.
Sure is.
So, but I know where I can get some.
Okay.
So I'm going to head off now, and I think you're off to meet Tom.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
For a bit of
Sending you
food,
on a
maybe?
date, yeah.
When you live on a boat in the middle of London, fresh nettles tend to be scarce. However, Mary Claire thinks she can find what she needs in London's Borough Market.
Hi.
Hi.
I believe you sell some nettles.
Yeah, we've got nettles here. What are you using them for?
To make soup for around 4 to 5 people.
So probably 2 of them.
Yeah, great.
2 of those. There you go.
Perfect.
I'm meeting Tom at Maltby Street Market, which is famous for street food with an international flavour. And first up is a taste of Taiwan with our Dan waffle.
There you are. How are you?
I'm great. I'm just here waiting for some waffles. If this doesn't tickle your fancy, there's lots of other food here, and you can pretty much get oysters, Scotch eggs, frankfurters.
I saw the
anything you
Scotch
want
eggs
here.
and the cheese.
They look great.
It's great.
But maybe we should try some of these when they finish serving.
They look calorie-free.
Yeah, exactly. Sugar-free, color-free.
Sugar-free, calorie-free, perfect.
Yeah.
My kind of waffle.
The main thing is all healthy, make you happy. That's it. It's like a egg-shaped cooker.
Yeah.
So we put the batter inside.
And is this very typical in Taiwan?
Yeah, it's actually a kind of a twist by myself because in Taiwan we just normally eat it plain. You can find it everywhere. So it's really iconic street food in Taiwan. Normally we just eat it plain without any toppings. It's kind of my creation, my personal favorite. Like I put a lot of different toppings. And in Taiwan, we put it in a paper bag instead of like egg carton because we don't have an egg carton in Taiwan.
I really like the egg cartons.
It's really clever, isn't it?
And this is like kind of our childhood memory.
Yeah.
Actually, in Taiwan, you can find so many different kind of shapes of this kind of cooker, even SpongeBob or like
That'd be great.
Oh yeah.
Wow, look at these, Tom. Talk about being a kid in a sweet shop. Oh my goodness.
Whatever it takes. There we go.
Oh
Thank you.
my goodness. Rightio.
They are swimming in salted caramel. Look
Who's
at
going
that.
first?
I'll let you
Go for these ones, will we?
Slancha.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I've got to see this.
So this tastes like home for Taiwanese people, yeah?
Oh, look who's here. Good news. I got the nettles.
Show me.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah,
you will
in the
have
bag.
soup. Can't believe I have to go back and cook now after all of this.
It's time for us to head back to the boat and teach Mary Claire how to recreate the family recipes, passing on all the tips and tricks to make sure that they taste like home.
I do it this is the way my grandmother did it.
Okay.
Spin it, flatten it, spin it, flatten it.
Right.
You get your shape and then up onto the tray, like that. And then you have your knife and then you score it. So you bring it down by about a third.
Okay.
And that's very important because that actually, a lot of people think it's for the look of it, but in fact it's for to let the heat in when it's in the oven. Okay, so your mum's nettle soup, right? All the beautiful ingredients that we have prepped here, and you got me some great nettles.
Yeah.
And you know something?
Careful.
They're no sting.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're cultivated. Look,
Oh, really?
I'm gingerly touching them. Whoop. No, I'm only messing. Your mum said kind of 2 handfuls, and she's got dainty little hands, hasn't she?
Yeah, mini hands.
Yeah, would you say that's plenty?
A
I'd
lot
say.
smaller than mine.
Yeah. And mine. I'd say that's plenty. What do you think?
Yeah, that looks
Trying
good
to
me.
recreate the recipe now and do your mum justice.
Okay.
And then we can blitz it up a little bit, put in a bit of cream,
Oh,
and a bit of...
did Sheila put in cream?
Maybe not. Okay, we leave the cream out though.
No, because she's funny. She'd be tight on the cream. She's good with it on desserts, but not in savoury. She's very health conscious.
She's health conscious. I was going to say
Yeah.
that. I was really impressed with that.
Yeah. I'll get involved now. Oh!
So all the guests have arrived and I've put the finishing touches to this delicious soup, but it's time to find out if this tastes like home for Mary Claire.
Yeah, I think they do expect a bit.
This is challenging.
Wow.
Well,
Here is your mum's Sheila's nettle soup
Thank you.
that we made earlier.
Wow.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Enjoy it and enjoy the soda bread.
Thank you. That's delicious. Wow.
We got big waves coming. Big waves. Big waves. Big waves.
That's really lovely.
Really
Yeah.
So much flavour in it. It's very good. Yeah, really delicious.
They were mush. No, it really had a really similar taste, but it was definitely like the closest thing I've ever had. So
Very surprised I didn't get stung. So that's good. And if anyone's going to get stung, it would be me.
You might have a swollen tongue later tonight.
but
You'll be gone.
Yeah, it's fine. Not your problem.
But I was more worried about recreating Sheila's brown bread.
First piece of bread you've had in 6 weeks.
It is, yeah.
And what a way to break the fast.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was very good.
yeah, it's really nice. It's really close to my mum's.
Yeah.
Well, that's a compliment.
Yeah, it is.
Because your mum's was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, but it's the same colour and it tastes
I
the
think
same.
the texture is the colouring always.
Yeah, it's really similar. So now I can't make an excuse and say it's the ingredients or the oven or the bowl.
I thought I would bring a taste of my roots to Mary Claire with a lovely orzoto dish. Heat up some olive oil, add the onion and leeks and cook for 5 minutes. Then add the carrot and celeriac cubes. Cover with greaseproof paper and continue to cook until they are softened. Add the garlic, white wine, nearly cooked orzo pasta and vegetable stock. Finally add the cherry tomatoes and asparagus tips. When ready, take off the heat, add the cream, Parmesan cheese, parsley, chives, butter and season with salt and pepper.
Oh wow.
I promise I haven't had a drink. I promise I haven't been up the cooking wine. There you
wow,
go.
thank
This
you.
is an orzoto, and it's totally vegetarian, so enjoy.
I may watch the show for the recipe now.
Well, yeah, I missed all of it. It's outside.
Oh, empty plates.
Oh,
Yeah,
Looking good. What did you think of it?
It's lovely. Really,
Enjoyed
really
it.
good.
it was really fantastic, yeah.
Well, it's got
All
that
gone.
Italian twist on it, so I wanted to bring a taste of my home to you as well. So now,
it's lovely.
a lot of Leinster on your plate.
There's not a lot left of it on the plates anyway.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. The slange.
Oh yeah, slush.
Just when I found my sea legs, it's time for me to go home. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time in London. It has most certainly been a very unique and fun experience. And I really hope that the nettle soup tastes like home for Mary Claire.
On next week's show, I get to enjoy some Catalan cuisine, and I'm bringing a chicken fricassee from County Clare all the way to Barcelona.